G'day and welcome to another episode of Cmmnn, New Eden's best defence against male pattern baldness. On tonight's show, we cover the recent spikes in crime in Catch and the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals. But first, a word from our sponsors. And welcome back. Our first story tonight, we dive into the recent crime wave currently plaguing the system of GJO in Catch. With us tonight is our expert on crime and justice, Officer Vinny from the Wormhole Police, to let us know more about these criminals. In recent weeks, vandals have been seen damaging the jump bridge and spray painting the iHub with toast.
Thanks, Kaldari. It's always a pleasure to be here.
This kind of vandalism kids are calling toasting was made popular in internet circles back during the Vietnam War. Recently, these acts of vandalism have started to negatively affect real estate prices in the Constellation and have caused delays with the public transport system.
I'm sorry, sir, but finding myself here next to that beautiful head of hair, I'm awestruck. I'm starstruck. I'm your hair's #1 fan.
Well, thanks, Vinny. After all, it is a physical manifestation of my journalistic powers. So, about these so-called toasters.
These damn kids today with their dabbing and their tagging and their damn toasting. Dirtbags. Every last one of them. Now, as I understand it, you're just trying to whomp about like the busy little beavers you are. And then these dirtbag criminals show up, shitting the whole place up. Well, we do things a bit differently in Wormhole space. When the neighbors get rowdy, we usually just shut the door.
Yeah, if only we could, Officer Vinny. If only we could.
It's really unfortunate that you're hard linked to such unsavory neighbors. They get a lot of negative press, but in situations like this, you can really understand how the Homeowners Association became a thing. Here you are with your happy little boxes and your ticky-tacky all in a row. And then these dirtbags from the other side of the tracks just show up wrecking the place. These filthy animals. They've got no respect at all.
Yes, these kids have no respect. Personally, I blame Reddit. It's such a filthy place.
Well, it looks like you've formed a local police force, though, and this is to be expected. You have every right to defend yourself using whatever means necessary. Now, as I understand it, you've taken an annoy the fuck out of them approach. Is that correct?
Yes, Vinny, indeed. The Griffin is cheap and easy, much like myself. And we have endless stockpiles of them.
Well, I much prefer the in-your-face, 500-meter orbit, blasters on overheat method of facing my criminals. But, I can certainly understand how this approach might be less effective in your neck of the woods. These dirtbags, they'll eventually be worn down by your approach. You're throwing basically free ships at them. Really exploring the ships or ammunition concept. It's commendable. What are your expectations?
Well, Vinny, so far our early trials have proven them to be super effective, not just at interdicting the toasting cycles, but also extracting commercial quantities of salt from our opponents. As it only takes about 1 day and some loose change to build about 500 or so replacement vessels, we should be able to keep this up indefinitely. Vinny?
Well, sir, it looks like you're up against some real dirtbags here. A call to arms to fight your oppressors. Pull up the drawbridge. Bubble fuck all 3 gates. Fill their pants with ants and their fleets. with griefing griffins.
Well, thanks for swinging by, Officer Vinny, and gracing us with your time. We will all feel safer tonight knowing thousands of griffins stand ready to jam at a moment's notice. Coming up next, the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals, after a word from our sponsors.
One eternity later.
What? Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, my head. That ad break felt like it went for a month. What happened? Oh, we still got to do the news. All right, Caldari Middleman. Anchorman mode, let's do this. Much better. So what did we miss? Well, as a lot of my viewers are aware, the Army of Mangoes Alliance recently collapsed in what has been described as the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals. Not only did this result in the largest loot pinata in New Eden's history, but also it counts as the biggest goon recruitment scam of all time. Tonight, in a Cmmnn exclusive, we have behind-the-scenes footage of what really happened. Viewers be advised, what we are about to show you tonight exposes the innermost workings of the organisations involved. But here at Cmmnn, we have the guts and integrity to show you the unedited truth, unlike those hacks over in INN. Okay, roll the tape, please.
Let's go. We'll need a disguise. There's only one uniform. One of us has to go on the other one's shoulders.
Hey there, buddy. How's it going? Good to see you. Yeah. Hi. How are you? Just getting my sea legs. Sorry about that. Hello. You all right?
Yes, it's a good hat. Very good hat. Come on, Mini-Me, let's go.
Hold it right there, mister. Did you really think you could get away with this?
I did, actually, yes.
As you can see from the footage, we have only just scratched the surface of this incident, and we will continue to report on the true facts as we continue to make them up. Moving on. Everybody's favourite big dick ganker, A. Ragnarok, is still armed, dangerous, and at large in the north. He continues to rack up crab kills, like he is gunning for top spot on the Discovery Channel's A Deadliest Catch. So far, this cunning and daring master of capital combat has proven too much for the standing fleets of Horde and Fraternity, even after some close calls and narrow escapes. We here at Cmmnn are rooting for you, A. Ragnarok, and wish you good hunting. And in completely unrelated news, Snuffed Out has failed to do what one guy in a Titan has mastered, and gotten stuck in some bubbles. This all went down on a Keepstar grid in frat space. A spokesperson for Snuffed Out, in an official statement, has called this event a big oof. For well over 1 week, Prison Break Online was being played by both sides moments before downtime each and every day. Until, unfortunately, a few dreads that could be saved were saved. As a result of this tragedy, Capital Fusion pilots have offered to work with Snuffed Out as bubble consultants in the future. In financial news, all these dreads that have been exploding in New Eden of late have started to put upwards pressure on dread prices. Industrial experts say if this keeps up, soon dreads will finally be worth building again. But at this price, dreads will no longer be worth flying anymore. And that's all for the news, everybody. I am Caldari Middleman, this has been Cmmnn, and you have been wonderful, New Eden. See you next time.